I'm curious how much they're gonna be taking from My Hero.
Hmm.
As far as like how many of the main characters are gonna be in there, how long they're gonna be in the series, or is this just gonna take the world and maybe villains? The next show we'll be talking about is Vigilante, Boku no Hero Academia Illegals.
I here again. I'm just, I stopped watching My Hero like after Deku got his second power up. Essentially, I feel like I don't know. I think I got worn out by it. Like it just became too much. And I know things progressed more in the storyline, and I think at one point Deku's now become like a villain or something like that. And when I saw Boku no Hero Academia, I'm just like, I didn't even bother reading the synopsis. I'm just like, skip. I'm just like, no, I can't.
But oh no, I'm full of thanks.
Yeah, I'm like, this has become the new Edo or assassin ninja anime for me. I'm like, I need to let it go away for a while before I can come back to it. But here's the thing: I understand when it comes to anime and stuff like that, the iron's hot. They need to hit it again, so they're like, "All right, we've already gone through My Hero. Let's go for now." I'm assuming the villain side of things, kind of thing.
So, Vigilante is like Batman, like an
Yeah,
unsanctioned hero.
I figured something in that regards.
Yeah. Let's see. Why is this on my list? My notes say
Because
what?
why?
I was like, what? This is a side story to My Hero Academia. It looks very interesting. Can they build hype like the main series? So, I'm curious how much they're gonna be taking from My Hero.
Hmm.
As far as like how many of the main characters are going to be in there, how long they're going to be in the series, or is this just going to take the world and maybe villains? Or like, is it just going to be cameos from the main series, and they're going to have to build like the main characters up all like not from scratch because they have the world. So I'm
Hmm.
curious, like, yeah, I'm just curious how it's going to be built. And then I'm curious if there's going to be like any characters that I like that I end up being fans of because there's a lot. My Hero has a lot of characters.
It does.
So yeah, this is gonna. I look forward to this because it's more My Hero.
So
But
you haven't gotten your fill of it yet. I've more than gotten my fill of it.
I'm reaching that. Like I missed probably the last season, and it's more of the fact that I'm stressed out. like like the stakes are so high and it's just more and more and more and I'm like I let me digest this real a bit. I'm
Hmm.
still hungry but like I'll be back. So yeah, I'm curious about this one. For some reason, it's made by the studio's
Bones.
Bones Film,
Yeah.
um,
Who's
and
done like nothing.
yeah, like they did Skate, which is
Well, it's literally this year. These are the ones they're doing this year.
yeah.
This
So
is
I'm
their
like,
first. This is their first show because this is in spring. Skate is that's a winter and a summer, and
okay.
so this is literally their first show.
Oh, I wonder if it's gonna look like how closely it's gonna look to My Hero. Like if it's, I wonder if it's gonna have a different style. That's interesting.
It kind of seems like
But
it does.
yeah.
It's similar, but there seems to be some slight differences in it.
Okay. Yeah, okay. We shall see in first impressions. I'll be like, they need to give it back to Bones. But yeah, the synopsis is in the world of My Hero Academia, not everyone needs a license to fight for justice. In a superpower society, there is nothing ordinary about evil anymore. Heroes trained and licensed to protect and defend the public against supervillains stand above all the rest. Not everyone can be a hero, however. There are those who would use their powers to serve people without a legal sanction. But do they fight for justice in the shadows or for reasons known only to themselves? Whatever they fight for, they are called vigilantes. Koichi Haimawari couldn't make the cut to become an official hero, so he uses his modest quirk to do good deeds in his spare time. Then one day, a fateful encounter with some local thugs leads him to team up with two other unlikely heroes. None of them really know what they're doing, but they've got the courage or foolishness to try. But they soon discover fighting evil takes more than just being brave. Okay.
So, just as an FYI, Bones Film is an offshoot, a spin-off of Bones.
Okay.
In 2024, Bones spun off its production division under a separate, wholly owned subsidiary known as Bones Film. That was at
'Cause I
the
think-
end. The end of 2024 was when that was announced. So this Bones is now So this is basically the same company,
Okay.
which is why it looks very similar.
Okay, that makes sense. Because I think Bones originally spun off of Sunrise. Because I think Cowboy Bebop was under Sunrise, or Cowboy Bebop might be the first Bones show that they did out of Sunrise. But yeah, it's interesting. Like being big enough to spin things off. Good job, Bones.
Bones was founded by a Sunrise staff member, so it's not really an offshoot. It's more of they worked on Sunrise and then just left Sunrise to make their own studio.
Okay.
But you are correct in that it was after the Cowboy Bebop project,
Yep.
so
Nice.
a little bit different than what Bones is doing, but same general idea.
Okay. Good.